Hello and thanks for checking out my channel. I thought I'd cover the rolling stock and locomotives that I've purchased in my lead up to building my layout. So far I've made 4 separate purchases and I'm going to start with the first group. These were in a lot of 18 cars and a bunch of scenery and things. The U.S. Army boxcar, the doors I think open, but I can't open them and I don't want to scratch the surface. And the wheel on the gun that you see rotates and it actually moves the gun up and down. I've never seen the half boxcar car setup before, so it's quite interesting. I may not really use these. I may end up trading them or giving them away. These are also from the first lot, 3 hoppers and of course 1 covered. They have a considerable amount of weight inside them because the person who had them before must have put some things into them to keep them from derailing. And the hopper on the bottom, the doors actually open, which you will see in the next photo. But I think it's a nice start. It's sort of the rolling stock and livery that I'm looking for. I'd like to have a mixture of 3 or 4 different kinds of railroad, which is around my area. So as you can see in this shot, the covered doors do slide down and there's pieces of doweling that have been put in there to make it look like wood. These are also from the first purchase. The Great Western boxcar, I believe the doors used to open, but they're glued shut. The one on the other side that you can't see is glued half open, half shut. And if anybody watching knows what pen salt is, I'd be very grateful for you to tell me. I don't think it's real. These are just some more flat cars that came with it and a crane. The string is kind of loose, but when you do put tension on that knob, it does raise it up and down. These are more flat cars that came. The one with the grader I think is kind of cool, and the one with the crane on it, the crane was just on there. I think it's from like a wood moving set or something, but I'll just put it on my display somewhere. Here's all of the first purchase, all in their boxes and all in a container to put them away until I'm ready and I have my layout built. This is the second set of purchases that I made. It was from a complete set, the Athearn Iron Horse set, and these cars have incredible detail. They have the steel wheels and the KD couplers. The only one that fits my planned livery is of course the CN boxcar, or caboose, sorry. But I still think the other 3 are kind of cool, and the quality of these pieces is quite impressive. These are from the third set of purchases that I bought. I know the boxcar has missing wheels, but I have some other wheels that I can put in there when I'm ready to put it on my layout. I just like the look of the boxcar and the fact that the doors open and they do function. I thought was kind of cool. And Ontario Northland is one of the liveries that I was really looking for, based on a childhood memory of my dad and I going on the Polar Bear Express when I was 11 years old. It was my birthday a few weeks ago, so a good friend of mine took me to Niagara Falls and we went to Tiny Railroads, It was my first time going there. All of the Ontario Northland, you see that rolling stock that's coming next was all purchased at Tiny Railroads. These were all $10 each. It looks like the person who had them before took care of them, and they look really nice and clean. The doors open on the bottom ones, and each car has a little sticker on the bottom showing when the person who had them before purchased them, which I thought was kind of cool. These are double door box cars, of course. These ones cost a little extra, but they have a little bit more detail, and when you see the side photo that's coming up, you'll see they have extra paint details and things like that. While we were in the store, my friend was asking me why these were slightly more than the other three that you just saw, and I said it was because they have a little bit more detail added to them. But they're all still nice anyway. Here you go, you can see one of them has the end painted, and one has a lot of decals. The other one kind of is missing a few, but it doesn't matter to me. I like them anyway. I really want to go for the Ontario Northland livery. I'd like to find old style box cars or passenger cars as well if I can, but I don't know. That might be a tall order from the 70s. These were also at Tiny Railroads, and by the way, I highly recommend if you're into railroading to go see Scotty at Tiny Railroads. He's a really nice guy, helped me out quite a bit, and I almost cleaned him out of his Ontario Northland stock that day that I was there, but I did leave some for other people in case they want some. I don't want to be completely greedy. So now moving on to my locomotives. If you saw the video, my second video, you would see that this was one of the locomotives I attempted to service. This one, the motor doesn't work because of a bad spring, but the rest is fine. I think it has nice detail. This is the other locomotive that was in the second video that I serviced that has the bad pickup in the front truck. Hopefully I'll find one that I can attach, or just keep the first two locos that you've seen as museum pieces. This is the Athearn loco that came with the Iron Horse set and the 4 pieces of rolling stock you saw earlier. I really like the detail on this locomotive, and the person I bought this from took really good care of it, and when I ran it on my little piece of test track, it's nice and quiet. But I've never had a loco with this kind of detail, so I know there are higher quality locomotives, but this one is a nice one to me. I like the look of it. I like how clean it is. These are from the third purchase, the boxcar and the Ontario Northland caboose. While I was there, the man I was seeing had dozens of locomotives on his workbench that somebody had just dropped off. They couldn't sell them, so they gave them to him to sell to raise money for his club. I saw the switcher and I just couldn't pass it up, and both of these run really nicely. The one on the left you see here, the guy was actually working on it when I went to pick it up, so it's all been serviced. Finally, this is the only new stock that I have, new to me, right out of the box, and it's a Walther's train line in the Ontario Northland livery, going along with the theme of finding Ontario Northland items. It's not a whole lot of detail, but I still like it. And this is the last thing I have so far. I'm thinking I might do another video like this in the future along down the line. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.